Hello and welcome to Unique Vibrations Midday Show. I'm Donna Ferguson, your host and producer of the Midday Show. And today's topic is all about your sense of ego. So this topic, is something that I think people are very confused with. It's not actually about being egotistical. So, if you realize that your ego actually influences how you go about keeping focused and aligned in all areas of your life, that would be pretty amazing. So, it is incredible. Hello, Jasmine. How are you? That's a replay or not. And just pop your comments in and let me know where you are watching from. And feel free to share the video. Invite some friends along so you can sit and join it with them. So, it's just an incredible time to sit back and just have a quick bite to eat and, a cup of tea and just refresh and recharge yourself. So, again, thank you to everybody for being here today. Stay tuned at the end. I've got a special offer for you if you're interested in receiving that today. Now, as I said, today's topic is all about your sense of ego. So I did mention, let's be clear about that. It's not about being egotistical. It's actually about being more aligned in all areas of your life. And, I guess one question I would ask you is, how much of your ego is in your business? How much of your business is in your ego? So two completely different questions and totally related and very similar. It's just simply been asked slightly differently. So, look, also, I really want to apologize today. 10 minutes ago, or no, actually 10 to 12, I was a little unsure if this was going to go ahead. I couldn't get BeLive up to actually run this. So I was panicking a little bit, and that's why we did start a few minutes late, because I was having some issues with BeLive getting started. So my apologies. I hope that hasn't distracted anyone from not showing up. And, as I said, you could always watch the replay. So if you're bringing your ego to your business, how are you going to flourish that business and really project all of your energy in the right areas? Because often your ego can get in the way of what your true passion and your vision and mission are for your business. So, it's important to understand it. It's completely different to being confident and being the expert in your field. It's being confident is just knowing your stuff. Being confident and being an expert in your field is all about embracing where you're at in your life, loving who you are, standing in your truth, and really being able to project that through everything that you do. Following your purpose and your passion in life. So, don't mistake that with ego. Ego is very different and will usually interfere with your day-to-day running of your business. It will block certain things from happening and block you from growing into a new level of your business as well. It will also not allow you to be aligned, mind, body, soul, and spirit, so that you can actually bring your business to the best version of it as you possibly can. And, understanding where you're going with that. So if, on the other hand, if you're confident, then, that is not interfering with your core values, your mission, your vision, your projection of where you want your business to go. It's not going to interfere with your client base. It's not going to interfere with your connections and your business relationships that you have. So, really understand the difference between the two, because it's important to know that, to have some business in your ego is better than having your ego in your business. And, you know, you've all heard the saying, she believed she could, so she did. And that's all about understanding confidence, empowerment, and your values, your mission, your vision, and your purpose in life, and taking that and moving forward. So it's keeping your business true to your values without your ego, allowing your growth and your business connections, like I said, and relationships to grow. So very, very important. It will also, you know, if you've got an even flow and you haven't brought that ego full into your business as an egotistical person, then, you know, it will keep those 4 areas of your life aligned, but it'll also make your journey worthwhile, and it will make it enjoyable, and it will make it more empowering to yourself. And as a woman, you know, this is really important, because there's a lot of people out there who feel threatened by somebody who's confident because they don't understand the difference between ego and confidence. And so they feel intimidated that that person is not going to support them and uplift them. And keeping your ego out of your business will also result in the way that you communicate. So your language is very important. And, you know, the behaviors around your language and your communication, being very conscious all the time that you are having conversations with clients, and empowering to both you and your clients, because your language is honest, it's sincere, and it's really your own truth. You know, again, we all hear the saying, you reap what you sow. And what are the rewards that you're reaping? Have a look at that, because if you're not quite getting where you want to be, then maybe you need to look at where you're sitting with your ego and where you're at, and whether or not that is in the way of where you're headed in your business. And also, you know, the seeds aren't always perfect, and they can poison the soil that it's growing in. So, you know, that comes around. That's like the culture in your business. You know, is the culture in your business a pure seed ready to grow and reap the rewards? Or is it a little bit rotten and going to poison the whole soil, the whole area, through the behaviors of that particular one seed? It's really important to have that right from day one. And, you know, employing somebody who has an ego as opposed to confidence really can deharmonize your space and, you know, your whole team, which it can really damage your dream, your vision, your purpose, you know, and it won't allow your business to flourish and expand the way that you want it to. You know, it also relates to the people that are influencing you outside of your business. You know, who do you mix with? What are those people like? What are their behaviors like? How do they treat you? All these things, really important, and it really does relate to the egos of others that are around you, and whether you want to continue to spend your time with them. You know, if somebody has a green-eyed monster sitting on their shoulder, jumping out and jumping into their head, and, you know, communicating that to others that you do mix with outside of your business, then, you know, that poison, again, like the seed, is going to grow. And often those people just don't understand your journey, and, you know, not everybody is meant to. So it's important to understand that if there is that person out there, either deflect them from your inner circle and the people that you hang with, or leave the group, let the group sort it out and come to you when they want to. You know, if people come up and they start talking or, you know, in a bad way, then, you know, it's easy just to say, hey, look, you know, I'm not interested. I don't want to know. This is not what I want to hear. I don't want to partake in this gossip, because all that is really people building their own egos, trying to influence you and get you on side for something that really is not something that you're interested in. And, you know, walk away from that. So be prepared for changes in your influences, the people you hang around with. And, you know, sometimes you have to leave those people alone and behind you. And they're not, you know, there's an easy way and a hard way to do that. And simply, you know, make a decision is what I say. But use your inner self to decide whether that is an ego thing going on out there or whether or not it's really about that person. So, you know, maybe they've got some deeper issues going on. Maybe you can even help them with that, which is absolutely amazing. So don't forget, you know, it's really important to look at all angles of that. You know, we can't fix everyone. We don't want to fix everyone. So, you know, don't worry about those things. That's absolutely fine. We don't need to know that. And we're just really looking at how we can offer assistance and support if they need it. As a business owner, it's really important to understand that the where's, when's, how-tos, you know, the whys, and, you know, before we start making judgments. So that's what I'm talking about. You know, it's why are people behaving like they are, especially if you've got a team working for you. Why are they behaving that way? Is it something that you've done to encourage them to do that? Or is it their own self that doesn't understand what the culture of the business is? And if you make that really clear at the very first point of contact, and that would be at the interview stage, then you really don't have anyone to blame but yourself for not making that clear. So be really clear with your instructions, have some clarity around what the culture is and what egos you want in that business and what egos you don't. And confidence is one thing, ego is something totally separate. And, you know, anyone who's coming into that business, you know, carrying a big ego and wants to be egotistical, then, you know, it's important to understand that that's not who you're looking for in your business, and make that very clear to them. And occasionally you will have your inner self that comes in and intrudes on your, you know, self, like the imposter syndrome. It'll try and sabotage you. It will try and, you know, cause distraction, try and fight your dream for where you are and where you want to go and what you plan on doing. And it's really important to stay strong and focused and to regroup when that happens. And again, to understand the why, where, how, and, you know, when this all happened and why you're even paying attention and allowing that imposter syndrome to come through. There's also a saying that pain is inevitable, suffering is optional. And I totally believe that is so true, because if you want to suffer, then certainly, you know, you can carry that through as a choice. Yes, we all have pain. Yes, we all have that pain in some way. It's whether you hold on to that or not. I was talking to somebody this morning on my masterclass, and you know, she's come on a massive journey. I've known her for a few months, and or quite a few months now, actually. I think it was quite early this year that we connected, and you know, she's really come a long way. I've just watched her grow from where she was 6 months ago to where she is today, and that's all about, you know, utilizing that journey to really put forward a message and create something more from that to share with others. And, you know, like I said, her, you know, any suffering in that has all been about, you know, her journey, but she's also understands that suffering is a choice, and that, you know, pain happens, and it's time to let all that go now. And, you know, I'm really very proud to see her in that space today. So, you know, always the right person will appear in your life when this is the right time for you to do something and move forward in your personal growth. And don't forget, in your business, it's really important to look at investing in yourself at all times, and, you know, doing that with a business mindset rather than an egotistical mindset will actually allow the growth to be exponential. And, you know, you can have extraordinary changes in your life very quickly if you understand that. So that's absolutely amazing. What's Jasmine said? I am only too aware of imposter syndrome. He's a nasty pasty. I love that. I've learned to tell him to go. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's very special, Jasmine. Thank you very much. I'm very proud of you. You know, you really have come so far, and, you know, everything that you're doing is really a credit to you. So you've taken on advice that I've given you, and I'm really excited that we're going to be working together now. So, yay! Can't wait to see the growth that takes place from there as well. So, you know, that's amazing. Thank you. So, yeah, you know, what's your real power, really? And, you know, finding that real power, you know, it's your mission. It's inside of you. And, you know, are you the creator of your future, or is your ego the creator of your future? If it's your ego that's the creator of your future, let me tell you that you won't go far in this world, because it will keep overtaking you and putting you in a position where your communication is not right, your conversations aren't right, your connections aren't right, your relationships aren't right, and therefore your business suffers eternally. You know, once those behaviors show, then, you know, they really do start to represent who you are. And at the end of the day, you're your business. So you're your brand. You know, make that work for you. Be who you are truly, honestly, and passionately every single day that you wake up and that you're ready to go. You know, most people don't know that, you know, nearly every day I'm up at 4 a.m. in the morning. I get up at 4, I do a few hours work at that early stage. I do my meetings, I do my, you know, my day's planned out. My intentions for my day every day are set, bang, first thing in the morning. As a business owner, it's imperative that you have these intentions set, and that you know that you're going to achieve those intentions. Yes, there's going to be things that come up during the course of the day that you really can, you know, get onto quickly and easily if you have the power to do that. So it's really important to understand, you know, again, the where, why, how to, all of that. Yay, look at you go. So that's amazing. And, you know, every single day you deserve to step into a different space, a bigger growth space. And that's really important. It's really important to not settle for an ordinary life when you can be extraordinary. And, you know, today I'm just going to put up here, why won't it show? Okay, that won't add to there, and I can't add to that. Now I'm offering today and my ebook, if you're interested in having a copy of that. And if you are, I need you to write yes please ebook in my comments, and that way I will have to email you. So obviously I will private message you for some details around that, but it's 7 Steps to Emotional Freedom, and it really will help you with some interesting concepts around the last 7 midday shows that I've done. And, you know, I've touched on these things, but then you'll have a copy of all the information and you'll be able to really move through that. So, as I said, if you're interested in my offer, free gift today, my ebook, I'm really grateful if you are. Just write, yes, please, ebook in the comments. And Jasmine's off and running, so that is really great. I look forward to sharing that with you, Jasmine. I do have your email address, my love, so that's perfectly fine. And I will email that to you very shortly. So, look, everybody have a wonderful day. Look at your business from a business perspective, not an egotistical perspective. Don't settle for being an ordinary person and business person. Really strive. You can be extraordinary. You have that choice. So go ahead and do that. And I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye for now. Have a fantastic day.